So yeah.
I'm dying to know what women's stuff is here.
Oh, let's start with the first one.
So, my husband's company recently chose him to attend a conference in Miami. They chose just him and a few of his coworkers out of a ton of candidates, so it was quite the honor. The company told them that they were allowed to bring their spouses or partners, but they wouldn't be springing for plane tickets for us. So, if they wanted to bring us, they would have to buy plane tickets out of their own pockets. My husband asked me if I wanted to go, and I emphatically told him that yes, I did. I had never been to Florida in my life, and I thought it would be a great trip. Husband tells me great. But when he went to the website to buy tickets, he asked if I'd be okay with flying coach, even though he would be flying first class on the way there, and coach on the way home. I asked him why we couldn't just fly together, and he replied, well, first class is just so expensive. I feel bad, but we just can't afford it, especially if we want to go out and have fun in Miami. The flight's only for a few hours. Hearing that, this really bothered me. I understood that a first class ticket for me would strain our budget a bit, but what kind of man lives it up in first class while his wife sits in coach? I asked him just that, and he responds, come on, I'm taking you along on my work trip. I earned my first class seat by working hard. It's my reward. I then insisted that if we truly couldn't afford a first class seat for me, that he as a gentleman should give up his seat for me. We argued, but he ultimately agreed to give me a seat. We had a good time in Miami, but he's been a little bit mad at me since, saying that he earned his first class seat, that it was free and cost us nothing, unlike my plane ticket, and that I should have just let him enjoy what he earned instead of guilting him out of it. I think my husband's being a baby, and that he shouldn't have put his wife's comfort above his own, especially since he made the choice to be cheap. We're very close to his parents, so we've taken this argument to them for mediation, but they're split. His father agrees with me that he wasn't being a gentleman, while his mother thinks that he earned his first class seats, and that I should have let him have it. So I want to ask you guys, am I the
Anna, you first, cause boy, I got some interesting ones on this here.
Mm-hmm. Sweetheart, you didn't have to go.
Oh, you right on. You know my train thought. Okay, go ahead.
Mm-hmm. This was a work trip. You should have been happy enough that, okay, you wanted to go. You can only afford coach. Do you know how much first class tickets are? Thousands. And yes, I would much rather spend that having a good time. That no, I would be on the husband's side in this.
Ditto. What is her? She guilty. If I was him, either you can sit and coach or you can stay at home. It's up to you. I earned this. I worked for this.
Yeah.
I sweated for this reward, not you. You want to go? Okay. There's this thing called Greyhound. Get on one. No. You can't. If he's so weak that he can be guilted into something, nah, bruh. You need to man up. Stop that stuff. Stop letting her take you around like this. She's wrong. And then second, you took this to the parents. Oh my gosh, that's second thing that's wrong. You don't take this to the parents. One, because now they're gonna argue because they're on different sides. And two, is
Right.
it really their business when you have squabbles between yourselves to bring another part? This isn't like a marriage therapist where they could be like, you tell your side, you tell. This is your parents that you don't want in your marriage. Assuming that, yeah, she said they were married. Yeah, she's really. If you have to ask, are you the a-hole? That probably means you are.
Good
Like
point.
if, yeah, I'm like, girl, sit down somewhere. If I was him, you can stay home. I earned
You are
this.
spoiled. You are a spoiled little girl, and you don't get your way all the time. Welcome to life.
We can't hear you, Marlon.
Can't hear
Oh.
you, Mom. You went away.
I agree. Yeah, it's Anna said it best. You can stay your ass at home then. I mean, seriously, you have a free trip to Miami, and now you want to be luxuriously taken to Miami for free. So
She
again,
Are you
could
putting any money into this?
no,
take
not
a
enough
Greyhound. Take a Greyhound. Nobody
for some
cares,
Nikes.
or you for your little feelings. Nobody cares. You're selfish. No, you're selfish.
Mhm.
Nikes are on sale for $19.99. If you start walking now,
Forrest Gump walked across America. You can walk to Florida.
Won't get there by the time.
I mean, the whole trip will be over
But
by that
yeah,
time.
thank
But
you.
hey,
Thank
oh
you'll
yeah,
get there.
they'll be flying back by the time you get there. But hey, you saw Miami, and
Like, what
that
made her
Atlanta.
wake up and think, I deserve first class? Sure, I didn't work for the trip like my husband did. What? And okay, is first class really that special? I mean, it's bigger.
It's
You
more
got-
It is
leg
good.
room.
It's more leg
and-
room, but
Yeah.
like, do they give you like champagne and oysters, or is it just you're just sitting there?
You
You're
get
just
better
on-
food. You get better drinks. You get more leg
So they don't
room.
get-
You get
So they give you a whole can of Coke as opposed to the little half can.
something like that.
Yeah, so it's not that much better.
Oh, I'm sorry. This is y'all question.
He shouldn't have to downgrade his seat. He's the
No.
one to know. He should not downgrade his seat. Nope, I'm
He
not
should be
okay
with-
with it.
Yeah,
She
he should be
needs-
with his work chums.
She needs to shut her whole. Matter of fact, he shouldn't have even told her about it. He should have just said, "I got to go out of see. You don't want to do that. You don't want to do that. That's mistrust."